Good morning, Atheist. Now that I know my microphone is working, I'm going to take my headphones off. I do this just for every video. For some reason, my headphones are linked directly into my microphone, so I have to have both plugged in, otherwise I can't hear myself. Anyway, I wanted to relate an experience with you. I was just at Cub Foods, and I happened to see a copy of Time magazine sitting on the shelves. I felt inclined to pick it up. 100 Influential People was the title of the magazine. Now, as I first looked at it, it was pretty standard stuff. You have Mahatma Gandhi. Sure, he changed history. You have Mother Teresa. Okay, at least she was a celebrity. Martin Luther King and the Beatles. Okay, I'll believe that. Abraham Lincoln, Einstein, Edison. Pretty respectful guys, in my opinion. Then I came across something that damn near made me rage. As I continued to look at the cover, I saw something in the upper right-hand corner. Jesus Christ. And it kind of dawned on me, deities probably shouldn't get to apply for positions like influential people. Unless, they're all in the running. Aphrodite, Gilgamesh, Ganesha, Buddha. But, okay, I managed to quell my rage for a few seconds and actually pick up and start to read the magazine. And, well, at least I don't have to call them deists, because they actually did pay tribute to Buddha and Allah, especially Abraham. Now, my history is that I am a author, philosopher, and theologist by trade. So I actually took the time to seriously read about who these people are and what effects they had on the world. Now, picking up and looking at the first chapter, let's see who's in it. I'm probably going to edit this down because I can't find the first chapter. Okay, first chapter starts on page 10. You have Abraham. Well, common mythology of Abraham is that he was the first Jew, I guess, and he was visited by the Archangel Michael, as I recall. Forgive me, it's been 10 years since I read about his history. And he killed a goat instead of his son. All right. Now, if you look a little bit deeper into his history, you also find that he was a paranoid schizophrenic who was an orator and a crier as his profession. Okay, he can go ahead and be on this list. I'm fine with that. At least he was a person. Next we have Siddhartha, also known as Buddha. I don't know. Buddha transgressed, became a god at the end of his story, but he started off as a mortal man who happened to be rich, who was secluded from the world, who didn't see what the world looked like outside of his home until he was over 30, give or take. Confucius, a fellow philosopher. Good on ya. I believe that philosophers belong on a list of 100 influential people. Aristotle, same deal. A scientist. I believe you. He works just fine. Christ wasn't a mortal man, as he's the next entry. Christ is only a mortal man in the way that Hercules is a mortal man. He happened to be birthed on Earth. Does this qualify? Now, extraordinary levels of frustration aside, I'm not even going to identify what my religious principles are, but if you happen to be able to see my necklace in this shot, you might get the idea that I might be a pagan. I more so consider myself polytheistic. Anyway, unimportant to the story. Muhammad. Muhammad was a mortal man. He belongs on this list. He was very much similar to Abraham. He was born 300 some odd years after Christ. Believe that Christ was like him, nothing but a visionary. He goes out, he gets this message from was a burning bush? I can't remember the whole story. But goes back home, tells his children, we're going to build ourselves our own kingdom. Good on ya. Now, Pope, I can't figure out how to pronounce his name. Oraban maybe, divided Islam from Christianity, built the church as we recognize it today, more or less. Joan of Arc, we already know who that is. Moving on. And Mahatma Gandhi. Now, what I wanted to ask you, atheist, is do Buddha and Christ belong in the same category of people as Joan of Arc and Muhammad and Mahatma Gandhi? And do deities get to apply for being, Man of the Year? If so, well, this has gone too long already. I'm going to sit here and rage all day if you give me the opportunity. Anyway, Atheist, thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.